Welcome to Two Dudes Sitting at a Sports Bar podcast here at the upstairs.
Two podcasts in a row with two dudes.
Two dudes, 2 weeks in a row. Really going back to our roots here.
I like it.
Yeah, I know. It's feeling pretty good. I think we got a good float out, especially after watching a couple of the first episodes where we had no idea what to say on a microphone.
I can't believe I found my real passion, talking.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
you learned...
And nobody listening.
You really learned how to go on a rant.
Yeah,
and
speaking
I know
of...
you got a lot on your... You came in hot...
Hot as a pistol, as I like to say.
Hot as a pistol. Why were you so mad this morning?
Well, it was kind of a microcosm last night. But just hear me out. I'm going to bring it all back around.
I'm curious. I've been waiting 20
minutes. It
minutes.
involves almost every single sport, from the NFL to soccer to my beloved Bruins. So, as people out there in internet land may or may know, I like to invest in games from time to time. You know, it's a little something to do.
Just a side gig?
I pretty much have every single goddamn service you can have, from Dish to NHL TV, ESPN Plus, NBA TV, Fubo.
Do you have Peacock?
I have Peacock. I have Peacock Premium.
Which
I have
now
Prime.
which now is important because they're broadcasting
hey,
NFL
don't worry,
games in it.
This is going to be in there. Don't worry, dude. So, I'm trying to watch the Bruins game last night. And I get home, and so I go to Dish, TNT, blacked out down here, because we're in the Virgin Islands. So it happens from time to time. I go to the TNT app that I have, the hockey package, blacked out, game not available. ESPN Plus, game not available. So I go on Fubo. I have like the Boston version of Fubo where I get Nesson and Nesson Plus, which are like the hometown.
Oh, yeah.
Like they get every single game.
Mm-hmm.
There was a David Ortiz retirement ceremony on because the game was blacked out. Nesson Plus, BU hockey. Right?
When did David Ortiz's retirement happen? 10 years ago?
A long time ago. He's been shot and recovered since then. Guess where I had to watch the fucking hockey game last night? HBO Max.
Now, I didn't even know that HBO Max had...
Me neither. I was trying to watch The Wire, and it popped up, and it said, hey, now streaming Bruins versus Buffalo Sabres. And I go, motherfuckers. And it was the TNT feed.
So you know what's going to happen now. Now they're going to start advertising it just like they did with Peacock, where out of nowhere people are going, how do I watch this right now?
But you don't understand. I don't know why I said it like that, but like, I could go in right now, watch a soccer game in Turkey, and pick what language I want in right now. There's a whole separate thing where it's like, I can get like stats on the screen where it says like, where the players are going, where the ball like live, and it's like, shots on goal, and every other thing will be like letterboxed at the end of the game. To watch a hockey game on HBO Max,
apparently your beloved
and then have
Bruins.
to watch a commercial for the Gilded Age. That show's actually kind of good though. I love British period pieces for real. Like Downton Abbey, dude, fucking right on my alley, dude.
Well, apparently they blacked out the Bruins game, and they wanted to fill that arena so bad that they blacked it out all the way down here.
It was in Buffalo, yeah.
What else
are you gonna do in Buffalo on a Wednesday night?
Tempt you to hop on a plane, get up to Buffalo at the end of December.
They have Jack Eichel. They're good.
There's probably 2 feet of snow on the ground right now.
Yeah. Anyway.
But you accidentally found your feed for the Bruins game on, which, by the way, people don't even call it HBO Max anymore.
I call it HBO Max.
They just call it
HBO.
They just call it Max, which I don't like because that's too close to Cinemax. And
no, they bought Cinemax, I think.
Even so, I know that they still have them separated in the apps. So I would prefer it if it was just HBO Max.
How about you just put it on regular TV?
Yeah, how about help us out here?
So, but this gets to a larger point. So the football games the last 2 Saturday nights have been on Peacock.
Yes.
If you're the NFL, why? This is the same deal with Thursday nights on Amazon.
Yes.
Why are you allowing? I get it's a business, a TV rights thing, and they're paying for it, stuff like that. But wow, what just a money grab and way to fuck over the normal person that's like, I'm going to watch this game on NBC. Mm-hmm. Now it's on Peacock. And there's like different levels of Peacock now.
Yeah.
If you knew that.
Yeah,
You still have to watch commercials.
And I've noticed this with all of the streaming packages. I did it last week for our Christmas party, which we can get into that too.
No. I think legally we can't.
But I signed up for AMC, which included like AMC Plus,
yeah.
so I could watch certain movies. And I was just like, wait a minute. So this package is without commercials, and you only get this, and this one is with some commercials, and you get that. But I completely get what you're saying, because the first time that the NFL started doing everything on Prime Video, everybody was all up in arms, but then everybody kind of realized, they were like, well, you know what? I already have Prime Video.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, nobody has Peacock. Peacock fucking sucks.
But people also want to watch it on their TV. So some people that didn't have smart TVs or didn't know how to stream it over their smart TV were just watching it on their phones. So they're pretty pissed off about that. Liked it better when it was on the NFL Network. And now all of a sudden, I didn't even know, because I was flipping through our stations here, and I found it on the that Canadian. Is that the Canadian network, the sports network?
TSN, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And
Shit, the sports network. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 5 of them, and I found it on that one. Luckily, because we had it was the last week. What, the Bills? I think it was one of the Bills games.
No, last week was Chargers. Somebody.
I forget, but I had a lot of people going in going.
Was it Chargers Bills? I know, there's too many games on too many days.
Yeah, I don't know. It's spread out too much. Yeah, it's my filing cabinet's all over the ground. But yeah, people were coming in going, you wouldn't happen to have Peacock here.
I'm right there, huh? The filing cabinet, huh? Yeah.
It's just all over the place.
Showing off.
It fell over from the earthquake a couple weeks ago. It just spilled everywhere, and now shit's all over the ground.
Sad for Rusty. He's going up on a Thursday. Oh, man.
He's giving an inappropriate... Oh, boy.
Not me. I was home by 9. Anyway, but that, and they do it. Peacock's the worst, too, because, one, the stream sucks no matter what. It's always choppy. The audio is always fucked up. But they do it with soccer, too. And like, it's on the soccer side. I know that you don't care about soccer. But
I do when it's important.
How are you going to grow the game in America if you put it behind a paywall?
Well,
and then not only that, a double paywall at that, a Peacock Premium. I was trying to watch it.
I have cared the last couple of weeks because there have been a lot of people coming around asking for like Liverpool,
Arsenal,
Man U. Yeah, Arsenal. That was a good one. Which weirdly enough, I was watching across the street when it was on. I was like, I'm surprised there aren't more people watching this. It's probably because they couldn't fucking find it.
Yeah.
Too many paywalls.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah,
just give me regular cable. Go back to 1999.
I wish that was the case. Like even when it was just a cable box, I was fine with that.
If you go back into any year, what year would it be?
Go back to any year?
Yeah, you could be your age now.
So
I think I might choose 99.
I remember watching when I first started getting into baseball on TV. It was 95. I was 9 years old, and the Cleveland Indians at the time.
We're good. We fucking. Robbie Alomar, the Alomar Bros.
Well, Robbie Alomar came after that. Sandy Alomar was on the team. He was the
Kenny
catcher.
Lofton.
Kenny Lofton, Omar Vizquel, Carlos Baerga, Albert Bell, Jim Thome, Manny Ramirez,
David Justice,
Eddie Murray. No, Justice came the year after that because he hit the home run with the Braves in '95.
I know you guys lost to the Red Sox in the fucking playoffs.
That was 07.
No, it wasn't. That was 95 as well.
No,
I was there. Yes, it was a wild card game Wednesday night.
It wasn't 95.
I think I'm actually dead certain about that.
They swept Boston in the first round in 95.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they absolutely did. When they had Mo Vaughn and Jose Canseco, it was the year that Mo Vaughn won MVP.
Oh, God. No. But no. I'm sure about this.
That might have been 99.
No, this is 90.
No, 95 because they made it to the World Series against the Braves that year.
Red Sox.
Not 95.
1995. I said 95, yeah.
96, they lost to the Orioles. 97, they made it to the World Series again. 98, I think they lost to the Yankees. Or they beat the Yankees. 99.
Oh, shit. Maybe we probably didn't have Pedro. We didn't have Pedro Martinez.
99 with Pedro, yep. Because that's when Pedro would... I think he came in and pitched relief.
Oh, wait, no. We did lose to you guys.
Yeah, they swept him in the first round.
Yeah. Okay, you might have been right there. So you choose 1995.
My pure 9-year-old brain at the time. Not a drop of alcohol in me, nothing like that. It was clear as a bell back then. You know, once we get beyond those years. But Cleveland had like the murderer's row of the 90s. Yeah, good. Yeah, when I turned double digits.
Manny?
When I got to 10. Yeah, young Manny, right when he started. He was my favorite player back then. And a decent pitching staff. But but I liked it because the Indians actually played on, it was called Sports Channel at the time, which got taken over by...
MSG.
I'm trying to think.
Yes Network? One of them?
No, it was... I forget exactly what it became. It may have developed into Fox. And then, so I'll actually... You brought up another memory right now. A few years ago, I was home trying to watch...
What are those?
Well, I was home trying to watch baseball with my dad, and they were still the Indians at the time, were on the Bally's network, which that
is a crazy story. What happened to them?
Horrendous. It was one of the biggest collapses, and also you could not find their service on a television anywhere. All the games were always blacked out.
But they had all the rights to all MLB because they backed with the casino money, and then
that network.
Guys, if you have time, look up the collapse of Bally Sports Network. It is a rabbit hole amongst business rabbit holes. Just like if you could make a bad decision every single like juncture, this is what this company did. Mm-hmm. And they're now bankrupt.
I can't believe you triggered that into my brain that
that's what I do.
I didn't think of it because that's right
Very
when
triggering.
That's right when Stream East first came out. So I had to stream it from my phone onto an Apple TV, onto my parents' TV in their basement, and could finally watch it. But it was very choppy, and it was still obviously streaming over the Bally's network, and that was just what a fumble on that one.
Back to cable. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Keep it simple.
How great was it when you could always watch? Like, I don't have a problem if your local network blacks the game out. It's like, well, shit, there's like...
Yeah, go the game.
And that happened in Cleveland all the time, especially when the Cavs were shit, when the Indians were shit. When they never did it with the Browns. Well, not while I was alive, just because the NFL was growing.
Browns were always packed. They always sold out, though.
Yeah, and also they were gone from a little stint from 95 to 99.
Took a little
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
a little trip to Baltimore.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, I remember the blackout games just because they couldn't fill the arena, and at that point, it's just like, well, who the hell would want to watch Bobby Sura and
whoa, dude,
Andre Miller,
Zildjiūnas, Ilgauskas back in the day.
Yeah,
Fuck,
all those
Bobby
guys.
Sura, dude. Yeah.
But
hey, number 5 in your program, number 1 in your hearts.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was fair at the time. But then I liked it.
A handsome dude too, Bobby Sura.
Yeah, he was.
Shoot.
Where did he go to school? I don't remember, but I think he was in the dunk contest when it was in Cleveland in '97. So there we go,
man,
bringing it all around.
The white and blue unis too, man, back in the day.
Yeah, to match the seats
Ricky
that they had.
Davis.
They called it Gund Arena.
Yep. So that guy, the gun guy, when I used to work at Keneal before it blew away, he would come down every year. He was a super cool dude.
Oh yeah,
and he owned the fucking San Jose Sharks too.
Gordon Gund.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't see a damn thing. Drafted LeBron James. Probably had no idea what he looked like, but knew that was a lock. But no, and you know what I liked about it back in the day was you knew based on the TV guide or whatever it was getting mailed to your house. You're like, ooh, the nationally televised game on ESPN that won't be blacked out is blah 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 this, or the Sunday night Major League Baseball game will be this with all the music that they brought up before. Do you remember that?
Too? Yeah, Monday night too. Like it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm. And I loved Saturday and or Sunday NBA on NBC.
The John Tesh song.
It was and Marv Albert.
Yes.
That stuff made me
excited. Don't be biting hookers. Don't be biting hookers, Marv.
Well, he recovered from that. They couldn't replicate his voice except for his brother.
Yeah, I know. That was his brother stinks.
Yeah, his brother,
Kenny.
and then
beat a Kenny.
And who's the other guy that kind of sounds like Kevin Harlan?
Yeah. I thought that Kenny Albert and Kevin Harlan were the same person for all. Oh, speaking of announcers, I fell asleep watching the USC Louisville game last night. The only reason why I was still awake even watching it was fucking Gus Johnson was calling it.
I love Gus Johnson.
Yeah,
I thought he only did basketball, though.
No, he does everything.
I didn't know he did football.
I'll never not watch something that Gus Johnson calls.
Especially March Madness when it's a completely irrelevant game.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I did know that because they used to have a Gus Johnson soundboard online that you could just play
From
any
the
of
parking lot
with the catch.
He
just screams it. But yeah. Well, speaking of the USC game, Caleb Williams out. Did you see what their backup quarterback did?
Yeah.
Tied a program record with 6 TDs.
Man, that guy was cooking.
Does that not quite hurt Caleb Williams?
I think it hurts his draft stock.
Does it give everybody that little thought like,
I've said this before, the Patriots are going to play themselves out of a good draft pick, and I now kind of hope they do because I don't like this kid.
No.
I've been saying it since, I don't know, week 7 of college.
Well, he looked great. Yeah,
He's a whiner. He's got no constitution.
Not once he started begging for
Wendy's
the rights to certain.
whatever
The Wendy's commercials, he can have that, but wanting ownership in a team, it's like, get the hell out of here. It's like these guys have been
coddled.
They're billionaires that have worked their whole lives, and now they're like, I want to own an NFL team. You don't just get to come in as a 22-year-old and go, I want 1%.
I've watched Ballers too, man.
Yeah.
Finally.
Wait. Did we just flash back to August?
No, I just saying I've watched Ballers too. That's what The Rock did.
I remember, but if you remember the first few weeks of our podcast, that's all we talked about. You're like, I still haven't watched it, and then eventually you're like, I watched it. It was great.
No, I'm on a new show kick. Like, I just finished Friday Night Lights. I just discovered the show called Shameless. I don't know if you have heard of it. I guess it's pretty good.
I want to start watching it. Well, I want not because of that, but I want to start watching
male nudity.
I still don't want to watch that because of that.
It's the
well, the guy that's one of the main characters in it is the main character from the
Fargo.
Bear. The Bear. Well, Fargo maybe too, but
yeah.
Which did you watch that show? The Bear.
No, it's blacked out. I'm just kidding. No, it's on my list of stuff to watch. I was told that I can't watch it because I worked in too many bars and restaurants, and I would get PTSD.
There's one specific scene
Like, for real. People are like, don't watch that.
There's one
'Cause
specific
working
scene
at Keneal Bay, they're like, just don't watch that.
where the ticket machine is going off because they started doing to-go orders. And
Was it here?
well,
Was it a shift change in the police station?
it was.
Just kidding, love you guys.
It's like a 10-minute nonstop uncut clip where they're actually. It seems like a real restaurant where it's just the ticket machine keeps going and it's chaos and the camera's just following them around the whole time. Don't watch it. I watch it, but don't. Maybe.
Casey and I had a idea for an alarm clock. That was just that sound of a ticket printer just going. Like
Nothing like
you'd wake up and be like, ah,
Yeah, no,
sweating.
You'll be up, but you'll be in a bad mood all day. You're gonna get to work already
you'd
mad.
be so relieved that you don't have to like
To me, it would be a reminder that I have to go and do that
fire
in a
nap.
few hours.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll use it on a day before I was traveling. I would do it that case then.
I just wouldn't do it. It's too true. Yeah, it's like ooh, I see some shit, man.
But yeah, I mean, back to Caleb Williams though. I didn't like what he was doing halfway through the season. After he started crying to his mom up in the stands, I was like, "Is he?"
Cry. There's no crying in Division
I
I.
didn't believe
There's no
it.
crying in the BCS.
I didn't believe it for a second because he already won his Heisman, but he had to stay another year in college. And I think when everything started falling apart for USC, he was just like, okay, he's like, but I still have to make this look like, I'm a team player and I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to go up, I'm going to cry to my mom, come back and pretend like I actually care about this. And I don't blame him for not playing in the bowl game, but shit, 6 TDs by the backup QB.
No shit, and that just proves that's a system right there.
So now I'm starting to look at all the other guys on USC going, okay, who's the real superstar here? Who's the one that's...
The line?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and the offensive coordinator?
That is true.
Yeah.
Going back to being a football factory up there at USC. Who did they even play last night?
Louisville.
Okay, not a bad
Oh,
program.
Celtics Pistons tonight, baby.
Going for the all-time record, huh?
No, they're 2 and...
No, I'm talking about losses in a row.
Oh, yeah.
They've lost 27 in a row, matching the 20.
I will say this might be one of those reverse lock games where the Celtics are due for a fucking clanker.
I don't think the Celtics are going to have that. I don't know if they'll cover the spread, but I think they're definitely going to.
I'll look it up in the break. But
I think, yeah. Well, let's look that shit up. I think that was a good little first segment.
Yeah, wow. Wait. So anyway, I hate streaming services. That's my rant.
I'll put that hashtag fuck streaming
I'm
services.
for the people. Free cable.
Free cable.
Yeah.
Unless there's one consolidated service. We kind of have that here.
Yeah, no, like, hey, at the upstairs bar and grill, man.
Yep.
We got it all.
Except for Apple TV games. We don't have those. So
is there anything on Apple TV that I can yell about?
somebody came in the one day and was trying to watch an MLS soccer game, and I tried.
Was it me?
No, it was a couple trying to watch the Columbus Crew.
The Columbus Crew? Oh, they're good.
Yeah, weirdly
No, really,
enough. They were like the only good Ohio team before LeBron won a championship there.
No, the Nashville team is pretty good. Nashville just straight up fucking hijacking my Borussia Dortmund's logo, by the way.
Ohio's kind of a weird hodgepodge for soccer. It's very popular there.
There's a second tier team, like Dayton. There's like a Dayton team that's pretty good too.
That sounds about right. There's always weird pockets of good like soccer communities, and I guess Dayton, Ohio would work because it doesn't get freezing cold there.
Yeah.
Once you get below Columbus, you get beyond that snow belt and everything, and then you just kind of get chilly winters. But people don't really give a shit.
Speaking of soccer, USVI men under 14, boys under 14 team beat the BVI yesterday, 5-1, baby.
Thank God. Fuck the
That's
Brits.
right. That's right. Take that on Boxing Day, no less. Wait, what's the Boxing Day?
You're gonna have to
know.
explain that to me. People have explained this to me before, and I just really don't remember.
How about we take a break and then we figure it out?
Well, let's cheers.
And let's bet on something today.
Yes, for sure.
Let's go old school. Let's do a parlay. And throwing it back to Sandra. It's on at noon. SMU's gonna blast. SMU's gonna blast BC. I'm telling you right now. Oh, we're on.
I was going to bring us right back in.
Oh,
Welcome
okay,
back
yeah.
to two
Sorry,
dudes
yeah,
sitting
go
at a
ahead,
sports bar. No. I was going to actually go right into that because when we went to break, we started talking about bowl games because our first segment just kept on going and going and going. Which was
sorry,
great.
I was pretty hot there.
No, but we first started talking about not even so much bowl games. I was talking about the Pro Bowl, how it used to be in Hawaii.
Hawaii,
and
the
it was,
Aloha Bowl.
it was like an accomplishment to get there, and everybody knew it was a fake game, but it was like a whole thing.
Except for Sean Taylor. No one told him it was a fake game.
Not on the punter, at least.
Yeah.
And then they move it to, of all places, hey.
Now he's dead.
You get to. Not
Sound
the punter.
funny, guys.
Not the punter. Sean Taylor.
His career is dead. But Sean Taylor's actually dead.
But then they decided they're just like, you know what? Here's a good prize for these guys that made Pro Bowls. Is we're going to move you to Orlando, which made us start talking about the
Camping World, whatever it's
It was either the Camping World Bowl or it was the Camping World Stadium.
Or the Weed Whacker Bowl or something like that.
And you brought up the point. You were just like,
I said, let's check what bowl games are on today.
But which stadium were you talking about? The one that became condemned?
The Aloha Bowl in Hawaii.
It was
because they used like the wrong type of rebar in the cement. First of all, it was like a football field. They like put bleachers and then just cement around it. It looked like, but it's much like down here. Like after the hurricanes and stuff, we were rebuilding houses and shit. You drill into a wall until they try and like through like block concrete. There'd be no rebar because all of the salt and from the ocean and stuff like that ate everything away.
Don't you think that would have been something that at least one of the contractors would have been like, hey, I've worked on islands and stuff and done this before?
I guarantee you it was a stateside contractor that built that stadium.
It had to have been.
You know?
They wouldn't. Yeah.
But anyway, it's condemned now to the point that Hawaii doesn't even play there anymore. They're building have to build a whole new stadium.
Where does Hawaii play? Do they play in California or like Oregon or something like that?
I don't know. The Hawaii Bowl was the other night. Did you see that guy start a fight Eastern Michigan?
Yes.
Dude, what are you doing? You're a freshman?
And not only that,
you didn't even play.
They lost 59 to
No
nothing.
shit.
And did you see what Eastern Michigan's entrance is?
Yeah, with the cinder block. Yeah, speaking of cinder blocks.
Speaking of cinder blocks
Yeah.
and breaking through walls.
Yeah, no rebar on that one either.
They come out with sledgehammers, which for one.
Also, that's not how you swing a sledgehammer, by the way.
They either had to buy cinder blocks when they got to what was that in South Alabama?
No, they checked them.
They brought their own cinder blocks
Probably.
to break.
They couldn't bring the dance team
So
or the band.
They couldn't break down a wall, and then they start a fight after the game, after they lost by 49 points,
And
while they're singing their fight
freshman.
song.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Like one guy. It wasn't even the whole team. It was one guy.
But hey, let's talk about some positive things here. You were talking about BC and SMU.
Oh my God! So we were looking at the game schedule today, and luckily in the next hour.
And they're playing at Fenway
Fenway Park.
sponsored by.
Ready for this?
I was shocked.
The United States Virgin Island Department of Tourism. I remember going off on this last year about how we can't fix the roads or get cops on the street or like fix the schools, but we have money to
send up to Fenway Park
to sponsor a bowl game.
This is
so last year they literally on the Green Monster. It said like giant the USVI logo. And it said like visit USVI.
That's not as good as WWE on Christmas Day with
but that was some jamoke with a sign.
DXVI.
That was some jerk off with a sign, like a poster board. This is actually, we have probably spent hundreds of thousands of dollars for this, when it could have gone to so many other things. Like, hey, maybe give me my taxes back.
And
you know,
and just to prove your point, I didn't even know.
Hire some teachers.
I didn't even know about this bowl game until you just told me 15 minutes ago.
I remember being so mad about this last year, and then like I just looked and it said BC SMU. First of all, SMU's gonna whack BC. That 11.5 might as well be 40.
And that also makes me mad too, because I feel like if they would have advertised the bowl down here, I could have advertised it for here.
I'm pretty sure that they were supposed to, and then people forgot.
Or they'll advertise it next week when it's not even on.
Yeah,
we can watch it.
yeah.
We can watch it on. We'll call it tape delay.
Or streaming service. Yeah.
Yeah. Which one's it going to be on? Peacock or?
Yeah. USVI Premium. Yeah. .com or something.
How much is that one a week?
Yeah.
$6.99.
My sanity. That's what it costs. Anyway, but hey, that game's on at 11 Eastern, noon. We're ahead of you guys. So.
Which, you know what, I do like the daytime bowl games. Like if it's going to be,
love it.
If it's going to be an irrelevant bowl game, well, now it's apparently not irrelevant.
Hey, it's not irrelevant to those kids playing, dude.
That's true.
You know,
and also SMU with.
They're back. They're
feel
back.
like,
Death penalty's over, dude.
Was it you that predicted it in one of the previous podcasts that said that SMU, when they transfer, what are they going to the ACC?
They're going to the ACC, man. They're going to run right over the ACC.
They're going to the ACC.
All right, maybe not Miami or Florida State, but everybody else.
Well, Florida State's still stuck there for another.
Oh, BC's in the ACC. It was a little test game today.
Yeah, FSU's trying to opt out in the
Yeah.
2034 season because they're still bound to it for another.
That's going to
10
cost
or
them
11 years.
$500 million.
When
on that.
all these guys that are mad about not getting into the college playoff are now, they'll be either in the pros or they'll be like selling insurance somewhere and be like, yeah, I don't even care what conference they're in anymore. It's
They wish. Real estate agents all day, man.
Clemson ain't going anywhere. I can tell you that much.
Or the Enterprise Rent-A-Car Management Program. It's pretty good, I hear.
I wouldn't know, but going with it. That's fair.
Speaking of Clemson, Casey, we love you, buddy.
Yes.
We'll see you pretty soon.
We will. I know we will remain two dudes sitting in a sports bar podcast, but we're hoping to get a third back.
Yeah. Well, Allie's here.
Well,
so
I'm
two
not-
dudes and a
Two
girl
dudes in
in
alley.
in a pizza place, like that show with Ryan Reynolds. See, had I not stumbled over that would have been funny.
She hated that so much. She's just laughing because this is getting recorded right
I think
now.
she thought I was calling her a dude.
No, but I'll tell you what. Looking into the future of doing this podcast, when we get three dudes on here, we have to figure out a good way to.
See, I like when we're back on the couches.
I think we do need to do that. It was way easier to
I'm
talk.
a tall drink of water. Go stretch my shit out a little bit.
you
Make sure I don't wrinkle.
You or Casey sitting in the middle, it's like having a conversation like this. It's like the Seinfeld episode. When
I
they
like the
sit
other
at
mics too. I don't like the holdy mics.
which ones?
The ones the good ones. So
Oh, yeah.
we look better in those ones.
That or once we get big enough, because, hey, almost 200 views over last week.
Yeah, because it was just you and I, man, just
somebody-
riffing, going back and forth.
Somebody's going to have to sponsor us to get those lapel mics. That way we can actually sit back.
What if it did have no sponsors?
You
They
know-
watched it and they're like, nope.
No, it's like Amazon. You know how long it takes things to get delivered down here? It takes an extra couple of weeks. Everything is on, just like streaming services, it's on a tape delay.
Like my taxes, which are now being used to sponsor a bowl game.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Other than kind of bullshit about the Pro Bowl, we haven't talked one thing about NFL yet. And last night, huge breaking news. Let's ride. Russell Wilson is apparently going to be released
You
before
stupid
March.
asshole Denver Broncos. Either way you do it, you're eating almost $40 million.
They've won, what?
In cash.
They're, what, 6-2 in their last 8 games?
Yeah, but two losses in a row, including to my Patriots.
Yeah, and also they looked at it and they have a 4% chance of making the playoffs right now.
Well, hey, no, if you guys win tonight and then Buffalo wins, they're out.
Yeah, it's not
And
looking...
Buffalo's playing the Pats. Wait, are they going to play spoiler again?
It's...
Mind blown.
But yeah, so they bench him for, what's his name, Stidham?
Yep, former Patriot.
Yeah, exactly.
Former Patriot.
So he's playing. And,
Patriot quarterbacks are like dog shit. They're everywhere.
I did not understand the news when I first saw it. I saw Pat McAfee talking about it, and then all of a sudden, all the news came out. It's just like, yeah, Russell Wilson has known that he was going to be released, I don't know, 4 weeks ago or something like that. And if they release him before March, the extra $37 million isn't guaranteed. So probably a good move on Denver's.
though. Either way,
Probably a good move on Denver's part, but now that opens up the possibility of.
what do you do though? You don't eat that money, and who's gonna take him for a trade?
Well, I don't know
oh
about
my
a
God!
trade.
Don't say New England.
I knew. Well, weirdly
Fuck.
enough, no. So here's why New England won't take him, because his contract doesn't make sense with the amount of salary cap that they have open.
Yeah.
They came up as like 5th on the list. They're like, they could do it if they made some moves, but they're not going to do it for a guy like Russell Wilson. Number 1 was Atlanta. They were saying Atlanta would be a.
No.
Well,
maybe.
they don't have a QB, and it's indoor, NFC, and it's a shitty division.
That's true.
So everybody was saying that one made sense. They were saying Minnesota's another possibility.
Valley Sports.
Can't stand it.
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Can't stand it. Now that we mentioned all the streaming services, I can't not look
now
up and
you
see
said
it.
Valleys, and now it's been the last
With
three
that stupid
highlight
cursive B.
Yeah.
But hey, apparently they broadcasted the OKC Knicks game.
Valleys, Atlantic City, one of my favorite hotels to gamble at.
You know,
Wild West Casino in AC.
For as big of a Vegas guy as I am, I've never been to Atlantic City.
Oh, imagine if Vegas was you, I was Atlantic City. Just the same kind of, but seedier.
But I
And
love
love
that.
Monopoly.
I've seen people walk up the boardwalk. I've seen videos of people going to the casinos.
dude,
Look awesome.
Don't go one block outside the boardwalk, dude. You're literally in Marvin Gardens.
Ooh, was
Yeah.
Marvin Gardens not good?
No, it's a project.
I didn't know that.
Baltic Avenue, dude, is just like Baltic Avenue in the game. The rent's probably the same, $200.
So we're just going off the prices because I don't know what.
No,
I know Monopoly.
Monopoly's based off of
no.
City.
I totally understand that, but
so
I don't know.
The Bally's Casino is literally at Boardwalk and Park Place.
Okay, Boardwalk and Park Place are like where you want to be at. What about like Connecticut Avenue or Illinois Avenue?
It's
Indiana Avenue.
They're all you got Boardwalk, then you got Park Place, and then it gets shittier. The shittier state you get to.
Is there a go straight to jail place you can't land on?
Yeah, it's called counterfeiting money. That's
okay, I guess.
Or throwing up at the casino. That's when you go straight to jail.
Do they have free parking there?
Nope, they have valet though.
Yeah. And obviously, when you pass go, you do not collect $200.
No, you pay $200 to get out of jail.
So that's just an ATM. Is the ATM go?
Pretty much. But some of the strip clubs are BYOB though.
That's kind of a nice little touch.
You have to literally, but you have to bring your own cooler.
How come that wasn't in Monopoly?
I don't know. Should we make a new Monopoly?
I think so. Well, everybody's creating their own Monopoly. There's even a St. Johnopoly down here.
Wow. Don't get me started on that one.
Never played it, but
so you remember Felix, right?
Uh-huh.
So after the hurricanes, when we had no power, nothing to do, so we were playing St. Johnopoly. Me, Megan, Blue, and Felix, and it's got like all the restaurants and stuff like that. So literally, we were like, just like, all right, that's gone. Nope, that blew away. Nope, can't buy that one. Nope, no.
So you couldn't put a hotel or house on anything?
No, he said you have to wait for money to come in from the government before you start. It's rezoned before you can put a hotel on Mortgage Mango.
So the money that you were playing with in Monopoly was probably just basically like using U.S. currency.
Actually, no, I think all the money blew away in the storm. We were actually using real currency. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I've never played.
What a time to be alive. Thunderdome.
Oh, man. And now I can't. Look at, now they have the Bally's microphone up, too.
Yeah, no, see, now
I can't unsee it now.
I'm in a mental pretzel, you know? Anyway, so.
Oh, we were also.
What were we talking about?
Boardwalk, Vegas. Well, if we're talking about that, we can talk about parlays because we were talking about bowl games.
I was trying to look it up, and then I got all on my high horse about
the only thing that I really looked up so far. I know that there's a couple of good games on this week, but starting tonight, you have the Jets Browns. Browns are 7.
Chiefs Bengals, I think.
Chiefs Bengals.
Yeah.
You also have Dolphins.
Cowboys.
Dolphins Ravens.
Yeah.
Dolphins Ravens.
Oh my God! You see that game on Monday?
Yeah.
The Niners game.
That was not what I was expecting.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I was talking to somebody about it, and I expected it. I was just like, well, where's the game at? And it's like San Francisco. I'm like, okay, I have San Francisco by a field goal. I expected San Francisco to win. I didn't think Baltimore was going to just – dude, Purdy looked like – he looked like Mr. Irrelevant. He finally had a game outside of the game when he got injured. He finally looked like the draft pick that he's getting paid to be right now. He looked like Tommy DeVito. I think Tommy DeVito played.
Tommy DeVito got pulled.
I know.
Yeah, Tony Collins.
And Tyrod Taylor came in and brought it was a comeback.
But there was some weird stuff at the end of that game where like the dude caught the ball and then gave it to the ref, and then the ref just held it, and then the ball boy was like walking on the field with the ball, and then the guy caught the ball like 20 seconds left, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's in bounds. He immediately hands the ball to the ref, right? And starts like running back. The ball boy comes on the field for some reason, and the ref's just standing there with the football as the clock's ticking.
I didn't see this.
To the point that Saquon Barkley takes the ball and runs and they finally spike over like 3 seconds left. So they wasted 17 seconds.
Was this the same?
This is the end of the game, the last, and then they threw that.
If you want to call it
the pick in the end zone,
yeah,
right at the end,
which isn't quite a Hail Mary.
Go back and watch our do your slicey Magoo thing.
I gotta look it up. Was this the same game where they called a delay of game on somebody that was like, first off, the ref wasn't getting the ball, and they called it for the guy that was on top of the other player, but wasn't even really trying to like hold him or anything like that.
Yeah, same game.
Okay, that was the game then. Yeah, I saw that play, and it was really strange, and it didn't make any sense. And then it backed up. What, the Giants 15 yards?
Yeah.
Or however long it was, 10, 15 yards?
Man. But it was just like, if I was a Giants fan, not that many are down here.
I don't think they really give a shit.
No, they do. Like, they were there. And,
Jeff Keller's a Giants fan.
No, he's not. He's a Saints guy.
No, his wife's a Saints girl.
Like I said, he's a Saints guy. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm married too, man. You'll learn soon enough, man.
I'm not really I can't cross over to the dark side. I can't be a Pats fan.
Well, hey.
House divided, but right now I'm doing all right because my Browns
pretty good run.
My Browns I think they can clinch it tonight if I'm not mistaken.
I think if they win, they're in.
They have a 99% chance of getting in.
Reverse lock. Mm-hmm. I'm going to fade them.
Flacco is just having fun out there. I have no expectation of them in the playoffs, though. I really don't. They're starting 10 backups and 3 third stringers or something tonight.
There's the Jets.
That's true. And the Jets have nothing to play for except the fact that
spoiler.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be staring them down from the sideline because he's activated.
What if they put him in?
Well, that's the thing.
That'd be hilarious.
He's on the 53-man roster, and he claims that this wasn't his idea, and they just wanted him to practice with the team or whatever.
I would be at my house counting my money and I'd be in a whirlpool tub.
If I was the owner of this team, I would be like, I do not want Aaron Rodgers on the sideline. I wouldn't even want news.
I
about
wouldn't
it.
want him in the state
Because you know what? If the Browns come out, and they should come out and blow out the Jets. I would want Aaron Rodgers at home. That way, nobody talks about it. Nobody in the New York media talks about it. But now that Aaron Rodgers is going to be there, it's the same thing as Taylor Swift being at a game. It just gets all that attention.
Oh, I hate her so much. Man.
Oh, man.
Is that Pop?
Kind of. No.
No. Is that Santa Claus? Is that Dustin Hoffman?
He looks like a less mad version of Pop.
Yeah.
Did you see Popovich about a month ago get on the microphone and yell at the crowd for booing Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. I don't know what he got fined for that.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
He hired a female assistant coach, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Who is now
in
thriving.
ESPN's eyes. Yeah, no, she's great.
She's thriving. She gets NBA interviews, but she's the coach of the Aces now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, she's doing just fine.
You mean the champion, back-to-back champion, Las Vegas Aces? All right.
I forgot.
Casey and I have a Las Vegas Aces handshake.
How does it go? Or is it a secret handshake?
No, it's like if you were at a casino and you had aces, you know what you do? Split them.
Well, now that's surrender. Split is
no. No. Well, we put our fingers together like that and split them. We have a Dallas Wings one where we go. Bop, 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 bop.
I love this. I love everything about this.
Sorry, I'm so progressive. My bad.
Oh man. Well, I got to catch up on some football on my phone just to see what games are coming up this week, what we're looking at. I know that I'm
going to try and find the pregame to the Fenway Park Wasabi Bowl.
There's a good Saturday game. They play late as fuck. So Cowboys,
see, that's the thing. It's like
Cowboys
is it on goddamn Peacock Premium or?
Oh God, I got to look it up. A Saturday game. It probably has its own new contract. It's going to be like NFL Network Plus Peacock.
I think I already have that. I think I already have NFL Network Plus.
Well, you probably have that, and you probably have the other version of it, but now you have to get both of them combined, sign in through your Amazon Prime.
My head almost exploded last night.
I
was watching a hockey game on HBO Max.
Especially something as basic as, like, the Bruins. You feel like that would be like, okay, right there. Right.
I got to watch Entourage during the intermission, though.
I do. Entourage is one of the few shows that I will watch.
No, I'm not going to exit out of the platform.
No.
You know?
No.
I'm not going to watch the Pierre Maguire talk during the in-between periods. I go, I'll put on Entourage.
Yeah. Just any episode, any season, they're all
Yeah.
good. Even when Vinny goes off the rails and when he shaves his
Cocaine
head,
Vinny?
and he punches Eminem
Party
in the
Vinny?
face, or Eminem punches him in the face.
Good. He deserved it.
Yeah.
He was being a bad dude.
Oh, yeah, he did. When he was banging, what's her name, the porn star?
Sasha Grey.
Yes.
Yeah, she loves anal. Allegedly.
And then, and then Vinny gets mad when he gets on the set. And what a good show that was.
Cocaine Vinny, man.
Such a good show.
Do you know I know 2 guys named Cocaine Vinny?
No.
And neither of them live here.
But I feel like I'm a couple of degrees of separation.
Oh, yeah.
From
You're
them,
like 2 away from
probably, yeah. It's like I know of them, I don't
somebody
know
met.
them.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, well, should we take a little break? And then we'll actually hop into NFL. It took us 3 seconds.
I feel like we've talked about nothing yet, everything today.
And we haven't
so
talked
far.
about Fast and the Furious yet, so.
Well, let's keep it that way.
We'll wait till Casey comes back out of respect.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, let's take a little break and we'll
We'll
get
be
right
right
back into it. All right, hopping right back into Two Dudes Sitting in a Sports Bar podcast. Where actually it's kind of bumping here right now for a Thursday morning.
Yeah, man, it's holiday season, brother.
It is season. There's people walking around like crazy. It's I don't know. Season came up on us fast, but it's coming up on the new year. So when we Bless you. That
Bless
was only
you,
that was
yeah.
only what, 2 sneezes? Usually you do like 5 or 6 of them. It's
I know. Hey, it's someone that sneezes in a chaotic fashion, okay? You know.
I haven't really been following too much NBA outside of.
I have. The Celtics are good.
The Celtics are good.
They are the best team in the NBA.
And
Get rid of Jason Tatum. We don't need him. He stinks.
No, they need
Knock
that
on
guy.
wood. It's only a matter of time before Porzingis gets hurt.
Well, he already got hurt once or twice, but
Yeah, well, but like it's gonna be a stupid like stub your toe.
So-
And now you're out for the season.
the grand return of
That's
Ja Morant. Did you see?
We talked about this a little bit last week, but we didn't really get into it.
But did you see?
that Darren Brooks too? You know,
Oh yeah, he's just doing
Yeah,
what he's
but
doing.
just- doing his thing.
Well, did you see what Ja Morant did a couple nights ago that's causing a lot of controversy?
Which did he shoot up a strip club?
No, he did something on the floor that I don't know if it got misinterpreted, which I had to look it up.
Do tell.
So he caught an alley-oop at the end of the game. Now, to just let you guys know, he was playing in New Orleans, or he was
Yep.
playing against New Orleans. Catches the oop, and he makes some sort of a gesture like this. Now,
Like shoot an arrow, like Katniss.
not necessarily like an arrow, but it looked like he was kind of doing this up in the air.
Like a trombone?
No,
I need to see it. I don't know. I don't know. I have no frame of reference.
I'll bring it up. He was doing something like this, and a lot of people thought that he was actually pointing a gun or something like that. So I found out
Well,
that
if he's pointing a gun like that, then that's part of his problem. He's a
Well-
horrible shot.
everybody came out and they were just like, I think it was Chandler Parsons came out. No, not Chandler Parsons. Who was the white dude that played for? Was it Chandler Parsons?
JJ Redick. Chandler Parsons is black.
No,
JJ Redick.
Chandler.
P. Maravich.
No, Chandler Jones is black. Chandler Parsons. The white dude.
Chandler
that,
Bing.
No. The guy that played for Florida that got like the huge contract with the Grizzlies back in the day that got into a car accident. Probably one of the most.
No, I'm like, fuck.
Chandler.
No.
I think it's Chandler Parsons.
Is it?
I think
Shit,
so.
This is gonna annoy me.
Well, he came out
See,
immediately.
this is why you get texted 3 in the morning. So I remember stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, it's this guy.
He comes out and he's just like, okay, Ja. He's just like, this. You know, you got to get yourself help. Or I remember what his tweet
Maybe
was.
he was leading a parade.
But apparently, the singer of I forget the name, or the name of the song is, I think, Rock Your Hips or something, that came out years ago. Apparently there's a dance where they do that same exact motion, and the actual singer of that band, it's like Goody Mob, or I don't know,
Ooh, I do like the Goody Mob.
comes out.
CeeLo? Yeah.
I don't remember, but he just goes, he's like, that's the dance. That's the dance of the song. He's like, that's how it starts out as. But
Fuck, what's the Goody Mob?
But
it was on the Friday After Next soundtrack.
But Ja Morant is an idiot if you make any kind of a motion that even resembles looking like you're firing off a gun.
I don't think that's, from what you described, that's more like a leading a parade or...
Let me put it this way. He didn't do anything illegal, but it's getting to the point where he's kind of starting to do the same thing that Gilbert Arenas did when he came out and he was doing the gun motion, which after...
Yeah, well, that's because he had a gun on an airplane.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me be honest with you. After hearing about the whole story about it, obviously Crittenden was in the wrong, and he's currently in jail and everything like that.
Shocker.
When it happened...
And that team used to be called the Bullets.
Arenas brought the gun just to show him that he had it.
Because you wouldn't pay him like for a card game
exactly.
on the plane.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't. I kind of agree with him. And now Gilbert Arenas is like beloved on the podcast world and everything like that. Talks about all like the behind the scenes stuff.
In the morning.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I like it because he actually talks about the hard work that he put into being in the NBA.
It's got a name like Keeping It Real with Gilbert or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
which,
something like that,
which is great, and it's fantastic. I can't stop watching the guy. I watch all of his YouTube clips.
Fascinating.
But Ja Morant, it's like stick to
He's gonna
doing
be
the
dead.
gritty.
He's gonna be dead. Dude.
Stick to doing the gritty, do those dances, but don't do anything that resembles maybe looking like you're firing a gun.
I think that if he's firing a gun like that, then that's part of his problem.
I like if
You know what ammo costs these days?
yeah. Well,
You know?
if you got busted back, like if you were Josh Gordon that got busted for weed back in the day, would you be doing like the Aaron Rodgers, like that handshake?
Discount double check?
Yes. No, you could stick to the discount double check, but let's say you scammed
State
it.
Farm sticks.
Let's say you scammed an insurance agency and got suspended from the NFL. Would you do the discount double check?
Insurance is a scam. They won't give you like roof damage, like if you get in a hailstorm and stuff.
Oh my God!
Fuck them.
So my parents actually they bought a house in '97, and my dad got insurance for everything
From State Farm?
No.
No,
This
you
was- this was
should.
another company up in Ohio. He got everything.
Ohio
he,
Mutual?
He said, "I don't care if like aliens invade this thing." He's like, "I want
You have alien
insurance."
insurance?
It's what he said.
Whoa.
Something.
Shit, I need some of that.
Well, it was, here's where insurance companies get you. If there's, like, a lot of rain or something like that, they can claim, like, so everybody has flood insurance.
Not everybody has flood insurance.
Well, if in one of, like, the bigger programs,
Yeah.
they can claim that it wasn't a flood. They can go, oh, well, this was built wrong on the house, so this is not a flood for us. Even if it was claimed as a flood, they can look at your property and be like, yeah, no, that wasn't a flood. That was built wrong. So yeah, that was the first time.
They still inspected it though and insured it. You know?
Yeah. But he told the insurance guy at the very start, he's like, I want this insured from top to bottom, the entire thing, no matter what it is. Hurricane in Ohio, aliens, anything like that.
Burn it down.
And this thing is basic as a
Hopefully
flood.
a fire insurance.
And now the basement flooded. We actually ended up being a good thing because then my dad ended up building a sick bar in the basement. Like, the thing is fucking ridiculous. It's the best home bar I've ever seen in my life. Got a cash register from Wisconsin that was 100 years old.
Does it dispense cheese?
I mean, if they wanted it to,
curds.
it could. Yeah. But they
That's all I know about
visited the
Wisconsin.
Miller Lite factory, got a 100-year-old cast iron register.
Like one that's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna post a picture of this inside of the podcast.
Slicey McGee.
That was the silver lining that came out of it. But yes, back to your point, insurance scam.
Yep. Just burn it. Wait it out. Burn it down.
Yeah. Is this a sports podcast, or we just go off on a tangent about?
I think it's more of a slice of life podcast the last couple of weeks. Getting back to our roots.
Slice of life.
It's more so you're just trying to keep me on track.
Well,
you know, and we weave in and out of some sports.
If a lot of people don't remember, this is kind of how this podcast got started. It was just me, you, or whoever it was sitting here talking about nothing but nonsense. Which is now we're the starter, the godfather of the podcast, had a dream.
Producer Andy.
Yep, and he was like, "I'm going to buy cameras," and then it turned into, "Ooh, I'm going to get sponsors."
I'm going to get microphones that are props that don't work.
Still,
I'm going to make these idiots hold them for weeks at a time.
And we went from having 5 dudes in a podcast.
What's the most number of dudes we can in a?
Yeah, we had that, and then Sandra came up the one day, which was crazy. So still trying to get some clips from her, but right down back to the roots, right down to the fundamentals here.
Hey, we're getting back to basics, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I like it.
But I did have a chance to look up the great Saturday night game that's on. That's not on a streaming service. It's on ESPN and ABC.
Motor City Mooney Lions.
Yep, it's going to be the Lions and the Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys right now are...
They need a win.
They are not looking great right now. I didn't see if the game is in Dallas or if it's in Detroit, but Dallas the last couple of weeks.
I want to say it's in Dallas. Yeah. Well, I mean...
Dak went from the apple of the eye
They
of the league for MVP to...
They kicked that game away against the Dolphins.
Well, I'm not going to lie, too. Tua, now that I got a chance to watch him play, now that he's concussed from last year, actually looks pretty good.
There was talk of him being comeback player of the year, and I still think it's Flacco all day.
I think so, too. Because...
I go Flacco, Mayfield, Tua...
Yeah, because to be honest with you,
DeMar Hamlin's on the other list. The guy has 2 tackles.
Yeah, no, I don't. You can't give it to a guy that came out and I know he almost basically died on the field, but then came back and no, I want it to be a guy that actually came back. It should be based on performance, not death to stepping back on the field.
It's not like he was a glue to that team before.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So, but I agree with Baker Mayfield. I think Baker's having a great year. They destroyed the Jaguars. Did you watch any of that game this week?
Did you see the picture of? Can you splice in the picture of Trevor Lawrence's face when he gets hit in 2 sides?
No, I didn't.
It's like a Rocky. Like, yeah.
Well, he's busted up. He's got a bad knee, bad ankle,
bad hair,
bad head, bad hair.
Yeah. Bad O-line.
So now all of a sudden the Jags went from being, I don't know.
They were the toast of the town, man, in Florida.
They really were, and they should be. And now they're, 8-7?
Yeah, they were like 8-2.
They're 8-7, and now the Bucs are 8-7, and they're balling out. Like, that wasn't even a close game. That was the Battle of Florida.
Yeah.
And
man,
it just was. I looked back at the game at one point. It was 20-0, and I just went, "Who are these guys?" So do you think
they've been all year?
You think Mike Evans will reconsider staying in Tampa Bay?
I think so. If they keep throwing the ball,
yeah,
keep him happy.
Another guy that can't not get open.
Yeah, well, if you ask him, he's always open, man.
For the last 12 years. But good on them.
Throw me the ball, I'll get it.
Yep. And like I said, I always liked Baker Mayfield, and I was mad when
I did too. I got honestly
still the Browns still went 7-9 when he had a hurt shoulder.
Yeah.
and then he bounced around a little bit. And obviously, how's he going to get flow when you go to Carolina, and then you go to L.A. when you're like just getting signed as the backup, and then no, he established himself as a starter in Tampa Bay. Had time to prepare
Coming
his
after
health.
Brady too.
Yeah.
Like, that's no easy task.
And he's healthy, and now all of a sudden they're in a weak division, but they're above 500, and they look like a playoff team. They look pretty. I wouldn't say Super Bowl worthy, but
no, they're a wild card.
Yeah.
Wild card, maybe eke out a win worthy.
Almost like the up and coming. So I agree with you. I think Player of the Year, not even under the radar.
No, comeback. Yeah, no, I go Flacco, then
comeback.
Mayfield, like 1 and 1A. Then again, Flacco throws 5 picks tonight. Then
he's.
Did you see the thing they haven't paid him yet?
No, I didn't. I know that he signed his contract.
Yeah, but he's just been playing, and then he didn't fill out paperwork. So they're like, hey, how's your Christmas? He goes,
he probably doesn't care. He's like,
No, he didn't care.
defer the payments. He's just so happy to play.
No shit. He's fucking bombing out to Amari Cooper, his boy.
Yeah.
His boy, Amari Cooper.
Talk about another revival. 265 yards in the air, 2
he was
TDs.
the first Brown to have back-to-back 100-yard games.
Yep.
In, the history of the Cleveland Browns.
Yep. And
What the fuck?
or no, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah.
Because Josh Gordon had
Same
a
thing.
run.
Same thing. Just add a 0.
Josh Gordon had a run with, I don't even know who the quarterback was at the time. I think where he had 3 straight 200-yard games, and then they popped him for a week again.
That's court appearances. I meant
What's that?
That's court appearances. I meant. I'm just kidding.
Well, I think he only got.
So, sorry, bingo was so slow last night. I'm trying to get all my bad jokes out.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. But I mean, if it came down to it, I would love for the Browns to resign Josh Gordon 10 years later. I think he's still
this
chomping at the
personality
bit.
right there. Let's see what you say.
Hey, Belichick. Hey, I told you, if he beats
We're
the Bills,
on to the Bills.
he beats the Bills. He'll be like, yeah, all right.
We're going to trade the 7th pick for the entire 5th round.
And
We got 32 5th-round picks.
Who do you think? I mean, I know you're all on the Zap attack. Who's going to be the quarterback there next year?
I don't know. They're going to find somebody. Someone off the garbage heap. Or
Belichick's going to come up with a new system.
Garoppolo.
Yeah. Or he's going to run everything out of the Wildcat.
I'm fine with that.
Which, ironically, the only time that worked very effectively was
Honestly,
against
I
the
don't
Pats.
know who the... Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be Mac Jones. It's not going to be Zap.
No, Mac Jones. Every single thing that I've watched as far as people doing the cut, extend, or keep for 1 year, there were even people saying that Kenny Pickett should get another year in Pittsburgh.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm not a believer in the Kenny Pickett thing, especially after seeing what. God, now who's their quarterback? The guy that got hit in the head by Myles Garrett.
The white guy.
Yeah, with the big teeth.
John Elway?
No.
No.
But no, he came out and had a great game, and Pittsburgh fans were chanting his name.
Shit, what's that guy's name?
It's
Literally, he got hit in the face with a helmet.
Well, I'm trying to think because they had another quarterback named Chandler something that was before him. But no, it's the guy from Oklahoma State.
Watch out.
Yeah, no, I can't think of his name, but he looked. I mean, they destroyed the Bengals. The Bengals had, if they won, they would have had like a 50% chance of making the playoffs, and now it dropped down to like 10.
Bengals have nothing to lose, though.
Yeah.
They have no quarterback. Jamar Chase is hurt.
Yep.
They got Mixon is just checked out.
Yeah. T. Higgins is looking good though, and the
T. Higgins. See, this is why I miss Casey.
he's
T.
looking great.
Martin. T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Steve Martin.
But even so, in that division, it's all about the Ravens. The Ravens are killing it. They're just killing.
I just think nobody wanted to talk to Lamar Jackson at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
He might be the MVP.
Yep.
For real. And nobody wanted to talk to him. Hey, maybe Patriot.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not. I'd like to see a new MVP, but I think Brock Purdy fucked it up. I could see Christian McCaffrey being it. The staple of consistency. Even when they suck, he still gets a touchdown.
Too short.
Too short to win MVP.
Yeah, but it's going to be a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Even like running back wise, like
running back
no
wise,
there, yeah.
no, I really don't know because I had obviously high hopes for Nick Chubb, and after his knee went out his asshole.
His leg went backwards, man.
It went back for the second time in his life.
Yeah.
Oh God. I don't think I'd ever play football again after something like that happened. I'd be like, I can't.
I'd be putting a ramp in my house.
Yeah, I don't want to. I do not want to. Running backs, I don't.
Nobody, right?
Derrick Henry's still putting up decent numbers, but the
that
Titans
team sucks.
Yeah, they
blow. And shit. Tyreek Hill as like a non-quarterback.
Yeah, I guess, but he's slowed down since. He has really slowed down since.
Somehow it's gonna be like Mahomes. Which sucks.
Somehow, which Dude,
They are bad.
They
are
are
bad.
they are falling
It
apart.
brought me great joy.
That game
It
against
brought
the
me great
Raiders,
jo- The Raiders did not complete a pass after the first quarter.
I'll tell you why it killed me as a bartender, because they like to do shots after every single touchdown.
Yeah, that whole crew.
They ripped one shot, and then for
guys,
the rest of the
there's
game,
a massive Kansas City Chiefs presence down here. So
massive, like huge. When they played Miami and Germany, we had a full bar at 10:30 in the morning. Them and Philadelphia for some reason. There's like a really good population of them.
go Birds!
But both of those teams right now are just not looking.
Did Philly won, right? Oh yeah, Philly beat the Giants.
Oh well,
Did they?
yeah, but then
Yeah.
the Giants came back because of
See,
Tyrod
you know,
Taylor.
all these goddamn games: Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like multiple. Like I'm so just out of sorts. Like deliveries get messed up for you.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's out of town.
Mondays, like because there was 3 games
Cats
on
and
Monday.
dogs living together.
It's our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah, it's chaos.
I still,
Daily savings time is a full moon.
I still think the NFC goes to
Those Phoenix Unions are fire.
NFC goes to the Niners. Still, I think
Yeah.
I think the Ravens are just that good and that consistent.
AFC is Ravens and Dolphins.
Ravens and Dolphins, because I think
I want to see them. You converted me. I want to see the Brownies get in there.
I'm hoping so. Even all the Chiefs fans are
Just
talking about
Cleveland Brown your way in there.
that. It's
Fail upward.
Here's the thing. I think the Browns are a good playoff team. It's a team that you definitely don't want to play in the playoffs, but I don't see them getting. I mean, at the very best, I see them getting to the AFC Championship game. At the best. Worst, obviously, they get destroyed in the first round. You know, if everybody figures out Flacco and go, wait a minute, this guy's 38. He turns 39 in January.
He was out of the NFL for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was with the Jets, and then they decided to start Zach Wilson over him.
Yeah.
They wanted to bring him in as a mentor. They needed a mentor.
This guy's a Super Bowl MVP. Come on.
Yeah. He's elite according to himself, and right now he's playing
Zach Wilson or Joe Flacco?
Joe Flacco.
Oh, well, I hate to say it, kind of.
For the last couple of weeks,
If you tell Keaton I said that, I'm going to kill you.
I don't think he even watches this, but
Yeah, I don't think he does.
yeah, he should
Yeah.
be fine.
Cinnamons? Yeah.
Yeah, if they show up, tis the season. Yeah, it still is holiday season. We still have all the.
Oh,
Christmas
shit. How was
stuff.
your Christmas?
It's good.
Yeah.
It was really
you
good.
worked, didn't you?
Yeah, it was Monday, so
Really,
really
your days are screwed up.
it was
Yeah.
it was a really really strange day because the early game was the Chiefs game. Yeah.
Me?
Well, it was
Wow. I was sick anyway, so I just got roasted pretty bad there.
Well, once again,
Fuck you. Yeah.
Well, once again on Monday, I was wrong about what the game of the week was going to be when it was the Niners Ravens. However, the Chiefs Vegas game
Close your head.
that was good. Yeah, overall, it was.
I was on vacation. I for my consulting job. Yeah. I'm looking for new opportunities.
Well, speaking
You
of,
can take this out to delete a post.
well, we got to get in contact with Casey. He should be doing some correspondence up there in Boston while he's going to get us some more advertising.
Well, he's at his house. Should we call him at his house right now?
Nah,
Yeah.
wait till he goes back up to Boston, and then we'll get
Yeah,
in touch with him.
let's just send him to Foxborough and see if we can find out what's going on with the quarterback situation.
Go up to Foxborough or go up to Fenway. I wish he was there right now so we can go to Fenway.
Yeah, why didn't you send us the Fenway Bowl?
We didn't know it was sponsored by the USVA Board of Tourism.
I didn't think. I thought we burned all the money on it last year. That's why I was shocked
Yeah,
to look it up again.
Did we burn through our budget yet?
In 5 minutes, you're going to see this on the green monster. It's going to say USVI Department of Tourism, where it says like normally Stop and Shop or like a furniture company.
Oh man, when do we start the two dudes sitting in a sports bar bowl? And where's it going to be at?
I already said that last week. The two dude bowl or the windmill bowl.
The two dude bowl.
Oh shit! Is that we had to cut the guy out in the middle? Can you take a picture of that? And,
I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah. I watched like Chicago Fire. Remember, there's a firefighter. That's a Jaws of Life hole, dude. If I ever saw one. Or it's a spoiler. I couldn't tell. What? Look at the crumple, dude. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't even know what you would ship that in, but
And it still got here before.
and it was probably perfectly flat, wasn't damaged, and that's what it looked like when it came down. Yeah, unfold it.
I guarantee someone tried to steal it in Puerto Rico, but it couldn't fit under their coat.
Couldn't fit it in their Santa coat.
Hey, Holmes, I got a hood, man.
Well,
Just kidding. We love our Puerto Rican brothers. Buenos tardes, amigos. Ugh. Yeah.
Well,
Gonna take a break and then wrap up.
I think we can wrap up right now. I don't know how much more we have to talk about.
What do we have for time? I can keep going.
This puts us well over an hour.
Oh, perfect.
Well over an hour. Well, happy holidays to everybody.
Yeah,
It was
man.
a Merry Christmas to us. And the
Good
next
to
time you
see
see
you,
us, it'll be 2024.
Yeah.
And it'll be my dry January, so I'll be sipping on water and Heineken Zeros.
Under.
Under?
Yeah. I'll take under January 9th.
I did it last year.
You work here, dude. Yeah.
Good to see you, folks.
Yeah. Hey, Happy New Year. In the words of Frosty the Snowman. No, Happy Birthday, Happy New Year, whatever. I don't know.
Eh.